All right, YouTubers. This is what you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of. First off, this is East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. I had a busy day today. Today was supposed to have been the day that I was supposed to have help. Well, me and my 20-year-old, me and Mike Jr. was supposed to have clean out both of these rooms. Cause since my daughter moved out, Mike Jr. is taking. I always call him little boy. But anyway, he's taking my office, and we're turning that into his new room. And Isaiah's taking my daughter's old room and turning it into his. This room here was Mikey's room. It's not much of a closet, you know what I'm saying? But since I have a huge collection of stuff, and when we first moved here, I had some hot toys and I had a lot of sideshow statues. So we automatically knew that this attic wall and stuff would not work for what I had to just take one of these rooms. So it was just more idealistic to give Mikey this room and give Isaiah the room next door. So what I'm gonna do is I will be going to Home Depot and I'm going to get some shelves put up. So I'm gonna measure one shelf in this closet to go from here to here, and then I'll have like another 3 or 4 of them going in here, and I'm gonna have action figures and stuff in here. So, or I don't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't even realize that I have like a loose floorboard right here. Watch. I forgot that this floor wasn't even finished inside the closet, so it's crazy. I took the balusters off. I gotta fix all this. I took these off the wall. I'm gonna tell you guys why. So anyway, this room here, this is basically the back of the house. This is the back of the house, and if you go through this window, this is basically the roof of my office. As you see here, this is basically the roof, and this would be the second floor. Well, this is the third, but you know, I keep forgetting that I think right here is where the door starts to my office, or a little after. I can't remember. But I know the leak was over here somewhere. I had to go out here and fix it myself in the rain, so that shit was crazy. And it's weird because I don't like heights. But anyway, I never realized just how cool the view looks. I can see more of the street behind me here. I never really paid much attention to it. But anyhow, that's not what this video is about. So, my son, nasty dude, man. You know, this kid get mad at video games and, you know, he likes to smash and break, you know, controllers. Here you go. And as you see what he did to the wall, so I felt like smacking his ass, to be honest. But I'm the kind of person, I don't like put my hands on my kids no more. When they was younger, I didn't mind. But now that they're older, I just don't like it. I never really did, to be honest. But I will test you a little behind. But anyway, like I said, with these arches, I'm losing wall real estate. So I did speak to the guy where we bought the paint from last night in the Home Depot. And he told me I can go with Velcro. So I think it's more idealistic for me to wait at least 2 or 3 days before I even hang anything, because I wouldn't want the fresh paint to start peeling off, because it will. But I still think that's just too much weight for them to be in this angle, because this is more like a 95-degree angle than a 45, I would believe. Because I think a 45 sits more like that than like this. I don't know. I'm not like a whatever guy. So anyway, getting out of this room, I got to do a lot of paint. And, you know, these kids just, and this is Isaiah's room, or his old room. Again, the way he had to put stuff in his room was a little crazy. Again, because of this arch.
I heard my name.
Speaking of Isaiah, so he's happy to get a bigger room, and you know, again, you know, these 2 rooms combined would make things a lot more idealistic for me, being that I have video games and toys, and this is the front of the house, so. This is gonna be my video game area. I'm gonna use this for my video game room. One or the other. As soon as I bring stuff up here, I'll know more or less.
I'm gonna miss this room though.
You very rarely. We've lived here for 3 years, dude, and you probably slept up here less than 8, 9 times in 3 years. So don't tell me you're gonna miss this room.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That's a lie, because I definitely sleep here more than that.
Yeah, like what, 10 times? 11 at the most?
No, 20 times.
No, you did not sleep in this room 20 times in the last 3 years. No, you have not.
Yes, I have.
I told you I don't like lying.
Dad.
Isaiah, no. So anyway, y'all, no, he hasn't. 11 times at the most. If my wife were here, she'll say the same thing. So I realized that there's some spots here too. I don't really know what this is. I guess it's just dirt from the walls or whatever, but it feels a little weird. Like maybe it was I think the humidity did that, because this is kind of like hard. And I don't remember if it was like this when we bought the house, and I don't remember, to be honest. But for what I need it for and what I'm going to do with it, it's not bad. Taking the curtains out and stuff, and I'll be selling or get rid of those. I'm not going to use them and let them use them. I'll get new curtains for Mikey and Isaiah. And you see his Hot Wheels thing is still hanging from the door. So this is the problem, this slant here. Oh yeah, and speaking of that, these kids are so nasty that they'll come up here, they'll bring snacks and food up here. And when Mikey thought, my junior thought that this was a hotel, he had his girlfriend coming here from New York and staying, and we didn't have a problem with it. And they do things that, adults do. And I never really condone that in a parent's or somebody's house. I think that's a little disrespectful. But at least if you're going to keep an eye on them, at least they're, you know what I mean? I mean, you know what I'm saying. If you don't, yeah, whatever. So going back to this room, this is a bigger room. I mean, I think it'd be more a little idealistic to maybe put video game stuff in here. Being that this is a bigger room and it's the back, and maybe put all the toys and stuff in this room. I haven't decided yet. And I don't really know what I'm going to do as far as shelving goes, because I have to, first thing I have to do is figure out what my computer, the first thing that's got to go in here is my computer desk. Hands down, that has to go in before anything. So once the computer desk gets in here, I actually should take that downstairs, and maybe tomorrow I'll do it during the day. I'll just, take the glass down, bring the computer, put it in the corner, and take the stuff and paint it. I might just do that and let it air dry overnight. I don't know yet, because it's black and yeah. So I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that yet. But I do like the computer desk I have, because it's glass and stuff. And again, I think this would be more logistic. I'm exhausted. I think this will look a lot better once it's painted. And again, going back, kids with the snacks and stuff, and this is an old house. It doesn't matter if you have a new house or whatever. It's an old house. So, mice and shit know where to go. So you guys already know where I'm going with this. I'm not sitting here and acting like I'm bougie or gonna sit here and act like I'm embarrassed. People have roaches. Some people have bed bugs and both. Some people have roaches and rats, roaches and mice. Mice and rats don't occupy the same space because they don't like each other. But if you're gonna have a rodent issue, pray to the Lord you have a mouse one and not a rat, because rats will bite you. They are aggressive and you're dealing with way more damage. But anyhow, you don't want none. But again, this is a bigger part of it, but it's toward the back of the house. I mean, it doesn't really matter whether I'm at the street or not, because obviously from the back of my yard, all I can really see is the properties behind the cement factory or whatever that place is. The top of the second floor roof and my garage. That's it. I can't see the cars. But if I go to Isaiah's side here, we got cameras, so I don't really need to see. But from here, I can see the street. I could just stand up here and talk to people from here, and something I can't do nowhere else except my bedroom, which, me and my wife's bedroom is right under here, so whatever. So I'll figure it out. It may be a while before you guys really get it. Well, it's going to be a while before you get a room tour. Depending on where my computer is set up, you may see a hint of something. Because the first thing I'm going to do is get some shelves, but I don't know where I'm going to put shelves because this area has to stay like this. I'm not going to destroy or put shelves here because then, you see how far this goes. It goes so far back that you can't even, like, you really gotta lay down to get to this area, which is crazy. And yeah, so I have to come in here and start, spackling the walls and stuff and let that dry, then come back up here and start painting. So the reason why I'm doing that ASAP is because as soon as I do that, I could bring all my stuff up here. Unfortunately, all my shelving, my Vista shelves, I'm going to have to take those apart and bring them up here. So, yeah, that's a little crazy. The shelf where I normally sit, like right behind where I sit, and right behind me, from where my camera is, that's not coming up here because once that thing comes apart again, it's over. It's kind of, I wouldn't be nowhere to put it anyway, and it's kind of like breaking down anyway, so I may just go ahead and throw it away. I don't know yet. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. So I gotta get stuff up here first, and then come up with the ideas because I'm gonna need a lot of shelf space. And again, being that this room is just slightly bigger, and this one does have a closet, not much of one, but it's still a closet versus Isaiah's room not having one. So this is even more idealistic for me having a chill area. They both are legit attic bedrooms. But I don't really think it's idealistic for, they lived here for 3 years comfortably. And again, like I said, they are licensed bedrooms, but sometimes people want walls to do whatever with and all that shit. So I just decided, since my daughter moved out, we were going to leave everybody's rooms the way it was, but I'm running out of space. And then on top of that, my wife is like, she's like, yo, people come over, they want to spend a night, we'll make arrangements like we normally do. Why have a guest room open for somebody like we're a damn motel or hotel? And I said, okay, whatever. So, it is what it is. So, and this is, I took the balusters. I took it was only one. There was one on this wall, and then coming down the stairs. I don't need one, because ain't like kids gonna be coming up here. And then there was one here. So there was one here, and there was one here. The walls, I can't really do much with the walls unless I get professionals to come and knock shit down and whatever. So I'm going to make the best of do. Plus, these walls are going to be covered with as many of my pictures and picture frames as possible. So that way, if I can utilize not using that little arch area of the wall, that'll be even more great. I love the carpet, even though you hear a lot of creaking. Again, this is an old house, so... But I am going to be doing a lot of touch-ups. You'd be surprised what paint and, organized things are. I can't do nothing about this unless it's demoed and whatever, and I'm not doing that. Because we'll probably stay in this house for another 3 to 5 years. We're going to sell it, and we might move to Central or South Jersey because we'll get more bang for our buck. Even better neighborhood. Bigger house, probably with even with a in-the-ground swimming pool. And again, we don't want the kids up here no more because of the mice. Now what I'm doing, and we have exterminators came in already, so we're not gonna have mice issues no more. Plus, we're not allowing my sons to eat in their rooms. And again, we can keep an eye on Isaiah. We don't have to worry about him being up here doing things he shouldn't do. Being that his room be right next to ours. And my wife can help keep his room in check, as well as I. And the same thing with my 20-year-old. No more eating in the rooms, no more having snacks. And, anytime I want to come and knock on his door, I'm like, yo, you know, and see his room, he can't tell me shit. I don't have to come walk all the way up in the attic. Which is ironic that I'm saying that, being that now I'm gonna have to walk all the way up in my attic just to do whatever anyway. But hey, it is what it is. Who gives a shit? It's gonna be my man cave, my area, and again, I have 2 rooms. One room to the right would be, one of these rooms is gonna be gaming, and one's gonna be toys. But being that it's easier to stabilize games than toys, being that toys are a lot more bigger, bulkier, different sizes, it would make sense to take Mike's Jr.'s room and turn that into the toy room, and take Isaiah's room and turn that into the video gaming room. So I'll figure that out. But right now, I got to get ready to start spackling, let it dry, and then start painting. You know what I mean? So that way tomorrow morning, I'll just start bringing stuff up. That's going to be like a 3-4 hour thing, maybe even 4. More than 4. Then after we do that, then we're going to start spackling Mike Jr.'s room, start prepping that. And yeah, we're going to start prepping that, and then we're going to paint that. And while that's painting, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to take measurements of which room is which. And I'm going to go to Home Depot, get brackets, and I'm going to get wood. I'm going to have it cut. Or I might just, rent one of their saws and just, I might do that. I might just rent a saw or whatever, come here and do it myself. But I really don't want to do it because I don't want to get sawdust and shit all over the floor. That's more sweeping and whatever. But I can always put one of those painting tarps down. So I'll figure it out. It shouldn't be no trouble. I'll do one or the other. Then I'll pick up more paint, and I'll probably paint the paint. I'll probably paint the shells either the same color the walls are, or I'll paint them white. I don't know yet. But anyway, gotta go. Thanks for watching. Peace.